In New York City, there are many little streets called places in a little area west side of Washington that many artists discovered. The cheap rent and old attics were charming, and soon the places became a colony of artists, and it took the name of Greenwich Village. Sue, in Joanna, or by her nickname Jonesy, was one of those artists, and they moved in at the top of a brick building. The two was best friends, and together they opened an artist studio in May. November came with a bad illness called pneumonia. The illness spread around many artists, including Jonesy. Poor girl was thin and weak, laying quietly in her bed all day long, staring outside of the window at the brick wall of the house in front of her. One day, a busy doctor examined Jonesy and talked to Sue in secret. She has one chance in 10 to live, he said. She must want to live, he warned. Does she have a sweetheart? He asked. No, said Sue. But she wants to paint the Bay of Naples one day. Sue didn't want to believe that her friend lost the reason to live. But the doctor wasn't as optimistic as her. I'll help her, but medicine can only do so little. Then he left and Sue cried a lot. Sue went to check on her and found Jonesy laying in bed, still. She didn't move even when she saw her drawing papers Sue brought to the room. Sue painted in the room for a while, and then Jonesy opened her eyes. She was looking at the window, counting something. Sue looked at the window. There was only the brick wall of a building with ivy vine on it. Since it was November, only a few leaves were left. What's the matter? Sue asked. Leaves on the ivy vine. There were hundreds of them 3 days ago, but there is only 5 now. When the last leaf falls, I will fall too. Oh, hush, Sue said in a panic. You will get well soon. Now drink this soup while I finish my painting. But Jonesy refused. There was another leaf. I want to see the last one fall, then I'll go too. No matter how much Sue tried to make her friend not to look at the windows, it was meaningless. She told Jonesy to sleep and left the room to go see the old bearman, a painter living in the same building. When she found the old man, he was sitting in a dark room with an untouched canvas. She explained the situation to him, and he felt so sad he started to cry for Jonesy. Sue then invited him upstairs. When they got there, they looked at the ivy vine fearfully. It was raining outside, windy too. They were scared for the leaves to fall. Next morning, Jonesy asked Sue to pull the curtains. Turns out, after the rain, there was one ivy leaf in the brick wall. This will fall today and I will die, said Jonesy. But the leaf didn't fall at all. Even when the weather was windy, Jonesy came to her senses and apologized to her friend. I will paint the Bay of Naples one day, she said. The doctor came in the afternoon. Now she has 5 chances in 10. I'm going to see another patient. I think his name was Bearman. He also has pneumonia, but there is no hope for an old man like him. The other day, doctor came with a good and a bad news. Jonesy was cured, but Bearman was dead. Sue brought the news to Jonesy. My friend, old man Bearman died from pneumonia. His clothes were cold and wet when they found him. He had a ladder and some paintbrushes. Look out of the window, dear. The ivy leaf didn't move even if it was windy outside. Bearman painted it that way. It's his masterpiece.